Good morning, everyone. So I am remaking this introduction, but welcome. It is Monday. It is morning. It was my last day at my job. Well, one of my jobs, but a nice little restart to the week. It's a nice new week. It's gonna be a good week. Every day is a good week. It's a blessing to be on this planet. It's a blessing to be alive. It's all about finding a routine that works best for me and whatnot, especially with the season becoming winter. There's less sunlight, there is more indoors, and well, I don't like being indoors for too long. Winter is like not the best, honestly. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the cold, but I do need my sunlight. This is like the first winter I have ever been hit with such a sadness, to be honest. This week I will be going back to therapy. I'll be doing my third week of EMDR. I just wanted to do like a little just a pre-update. It's been a while since like I done EMDR because I did go on vacation and I've been reprocessing a lot of things, or at least processing a couple new things too, because it's been a bit of a difficult time. There's a lot I've been working on. Everything is work. I am not perfect. I am human. I will make mistakes like everybody else. This year has been, I think this year has been great, to be honest. It's been my year of growth. It's been my year of change. It's the year I went back to therapy and I'm actually like doing what I want to do, and it feels great. This is fantastic. This is progress. This is amazing work, and I'm so proud of myself. So yeah, just my little routine, the gym, my walks, taking care of my health, and school. That's one thing. And I'm definitely trying to be a little bit more social. My issue is sometimes I isolate myself. I'm such an isolator. I'm a push and pull person, unfortunately, and that's why that's something I'm working on. I think as time gets by, I will be more able to like just be more open about my things. I'm gonna be perceived one way or another, and the only one that knows who to perceive me the most or like the best is myself. Like, I know who I am, and my close ones and my loved ones know who I am, and I think that's the most important part. But I can no longer find comfort in sadness. I'm so familiar with being comforted in sadness, and it's not really doing me a favor anymore. It's making me feel like shit. So I'm trying to make this as short as I can, maybe like a 15-minute video, because I know I have a habit of going to like 20 minutes talking, or like 25 or 30. But I'm gonna try to make this a little bit quick, and I'll just talk about how I feel Wednesday, and then I'll just talk about, I guess, 3 or 4 days afterwards, and maybe some reflections and whatnot. But like I said, this is my channel. I get to do what the hell I want to do. I do whatever I want to do. I love being free. See you guys in a bit. It wasn't like an intense like little trauma. It had to do with like one of my brother's friends, and like long story short, my being like objectified and also like touched in a way, and it was like not pleasant. I was like 11. I guess it just really reminded me that it's like, yeah, don't touch me. In that actual like event, I actually was like, I really felt really powerless. Like, I was just frozen. I was just stuck in that response, because who the fuck touches me like that? Hello. But honestly, it wasn't that bad. I didn't like cry. Normally I cry. I did shed a tear too, but it's more like I was just frustrated. I was just angry because I was like, don't fucking touch me, like respect my space. But and I slapped them, and it was amazing. But like, in like the session, like in the rewiring and in the processing stuff, so it's like, yeah, so that was the session. But I am really fucking tired. I have a headache. Oh my god, like I have a crazy ass headache, and my head hurts, my face hurts, and I'm so cold. But I've been cold for so long, I haven't realized that iron deficiency has been hitting me like slowly. But I am doing the necessary changes that I have to. That's just it for today. There's nothing else. I'll come back in like 3 to 4 days, I guess. But yeah, I shall see you in a bit. Hi everyone. So I did EMDR. I think it was, I don't remember, I think the 5th of November. Well, it's been about 2 weeks since I did that round of EMDR, and guys, oh my god, it's been chaotic. It's been so many things going on, but I feel like I hit, I guess, like another, it's not okay in EMDR. I guess like what you want is to reach a breakthrough, and a breakthrough is kind of like that big shift in mentality, that big shift in mindset. It shows that you've done a lot of progress and that you actually are processing everything, and you can just be free from the grasp of trauma. Like I said, in between session is kind of like where the work happens. I do the reprocessing in therapy of like the events. These are a situation where I felt like I had no control in. But anyway, so big shift. I guess today is kind of like, I want to say this session kind of helped me open up and like realize that, well, obviously things happen in the past and they stay in the past, and things in the future, and the present, of course. I just realized that I guess during the middle of the reprocessing is kind of like, it's kind of like I really can't help it, but also I just started controlling my thoughts and regulating myself. So let's say like somebody in the past did something to me, this does not mean it applies to other people. And the truth is that like I catch myself doing that, or I caught myself doing that, and I was like, yeah, like this is not it, because this person is not from my past, this person is from my present, from my current day, has not hurt me, and their intention is not to hurt me. And I can come to a point to say that I am like able to trust people. And the truth is that obviously people are gonna come and go, but the real ones, they stick along. So I guess that was my breakthrough for like that session. It's not really like a big breakthrough, but it is like a nice realization. It's a nice little thought that I definitely want to keep in my head. Like for one thing, the phrase "I have power in my choice," that is in my head, that is engraved in me. So, and I'm really glad that I can say that proudly and openly. You know, change does come in, again, as I said before, change come in when you put in the work. It is about being uncomfortable. You know, communications and conversations, when they're hard, you know, it's going to be uncomfortable, it's going to be difficult, but that's really where the change happens. That's really where the work comes through, and it's very healthy. It's such a healthy thing. One thing is like fighting constantly, but when you're conversating, actually seeing from both sides and getting everything off and coming to an understanding, it's ultimately like the big goal that you want. And it's very healthy. Let that be within friendship, relationships, or like family bonds, whatever it is. All those things are so important and crucial. I don't know when I'll get a breakthrough, to be honest, like an actual deep good breakthrough, but I am committed to making it work, and I'm so thankful for having a great support system. So there is that. It's just all about realizing, you know, integrating all these little things in my current present. And of course, you know, integrating the past. But the past is like, that's it. It's just the past, and the present comes with new presents. And there's so many corny like quotes that I've heard like all my life, and it's like damn, they were real about that. I guess I can really say like EMDR was just like really nice today. Well, not today when I did it. It was, like I said, it's just been very difficult times. But also another thought too is, during these difficult moments, I realized that my change, no matter what, like it won't be halted. It won't be halted by any temporary situations. I had a whole thing go on, and I felt like I couldn't grow in the space that I was. But the truth is that I was always growing. Maybe the space is trying to constrict me, but the truth is that I won't let it constrict me. I will always keep pushing on growing, and I will always continue to do what I strive for, and that's changing and becoming into a better version of myself. You know, like I always been my best version always, because I always been trying, and at the end of the day, it's always been about being kindness and a good human being, and you know, this and that. Also realizing, you know, you gotta fulfill yourself, you gotta fulfill your needs. You can't expect, you know, everyone or anybody else to fulfill 100% all your needs and your wants. This is when, you know, you have to take care of your inner child and give your inner child what you need, what they need. I mean, ultimately, it's what you need. So I always try to be for myself, be the best parent that I can be for myself. So, and that means taking my walks, being active. I haven't gone to the gym in like a week. I am dying to go back to the gym. It's Monday, so I will definitely go back tomorrow. But there's just been a lot going on. I'm going back to classes, so, and working. But I'm committed. I know I could do this. Anything is possible. The journey does not stop here. The journey will continue on forever. So, and healing is freaking hard. Healing is the hardest thing. I will get frustrated. I have days of frustrations constantly sometimes. but it's gotten easier, and I've been more graceful. As I am graceful to others, I'm grateful to myself. So there's that. And yeah, guys, it's been a wreck, but I'm here. I'm alive. I have life. I am safe. I am protected. I am loved. I am strong. And I am just so thankful for my outlets. I'm so thankful about having great support. I'm thankful about just everything, to be honest, in my life. If it wasn't for anything, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be the person who I am, and I also wouldn't be pushing for this change that I want. Integrating the things in the past, but also not let it like affect the present. There you go. You don't want this to negatively impact the present. I don't like that impacting my relationships. I don't like that impacting current like situations and whatnot. And you know, for instance, like I won't let past things from my previous jobs and whatnot affect my new workplace. I love where I work. I love my jobs. I'm always looking for big opportunities to make the workplace feel nice, opening, but also just me as a person. I love talking to people. I love making friends. I just love being free, and I love being encouraging, compassionate, and empathetic. So there is that. Don't let the past affect my present like that anymore. The past is the past. I'm not letting it control me anymore, and I can grow anywhere I go. And I am happy to take up space. We should all take up space. Why? Because we're human. And there's that. All right. I will stop talking now because I do want to have a nice little like day, and I'm gonna open up my gratis bag soon. So there's that. All right, bye everyone. See you on the next one.